Thank you for watching candlestick trading video. This is gold 1 hour chart. In short, if the lower shadow, previous candlestick lower shadow higher, then buy. Okay. And if outside close, it's more profitable. Okay. For example, this candle lower shadow, previous candlestick lower shadow higher, okay, and outside close, buy here. Price go higher. Okay, you can take profit. Now repeat this, rinse and repeat. Okay, this candlestick same. Close above the previous candlestick high, and the lower shadow, previous candlestick lower shadow higher. Okay, buy here. This one same. Okay, close price previous candlestick high higher, and the lower shadow previous candlestick lower shadow higher. Buy here. And this one, lower shadow previous candlestick lower shadow higher, but didn't close above the previous candlestick high. Inside close of previous candlestick high to low. Okay, so no trade here. So if you put buy here, put stop loss here, and stop out next candlestick. Okay, you can take profit. This candle, this candle, this candle fail here, but enough profit. Okay. And this one close above the previous candlestick high higher, but the lower shadow lower of the previous candlestick lower shadow. Okay, so no trade here. This one close above the previous candlestick high higher, and the lower shadow previous candlestick lower shadow higher. Buy here. Okay, and put stop loss here. Okay. This candlestick temporarily in the profit. If you didn't close position during in this process, you will stop out this candle low. This lower shadow hit the stop loss. But the next candlestick close above previous candlestick high higher. And the lower shadow previous candlestick lower shadow higher, you can take profit enough. Okay. This candlestick previous candlestick high to low inside, and didn't close outside, so no trade. Lower shadow previous candlestick lower shadow higher, but this candlestick high to low inside close, so no trade here. Okay. This one close above the previous candlestick high higher, and the lower shadow same, previous candlestick lower shadow higher, and entry here, and put stop loss here. And during creates this upper shadow, if you put break even or more stop loss, you can take profit, but put stop loss here and stay, and 2 hours later stop out here. Okay. Waiting for the outside close and higher lower shadow. This one outside close, previous candlestick higher closes, but the lower shadow previous candlestick lower shadow engulfing. So lower shadow engulfing, so do not trade. Okay. This one lower shadow previous candlestick lower shadow higher, but didn't close above previous candlestick high, so no trade here. This one same, lower shadow previous candlestick lower shadow higher, but previous candlestick high to the inside close, so no trade here. This one same, no trade here, no trade here. Harami. This one lower shadow previous candlestick lower shadow higher, but didn't close above high to low. This candlestick inside close, so no trade here. This one no, bear candlestick previous candlestick outside close, lower shadow outside close, so no trade here, do not buy here. Okay. This one previous candlestick high to low inside close, and the lower shadow outside of the previous candlestick low, so no trade here. This one previous candlestick high higher closes, and the lower shadow also previous candlestick lower shadow higher, buy here, but the next candlestick stop out. This candle's low, put stop loss here and stop out, so fail trade here. Okay. Why this happens? Because low volatility. It means Asian session. Okay, it happens. And this one, harami, no trade here, and no trade here, harami, and then no trade here, harami, and lower shadow, previous candlestick low, lower, so no trade here. This candle is lower shadow, previous candlestick lower shadow, higher, and close above buy here. If you put stop loss here, and this candle hit stop out during upper shadow, if you put break even or more, you can take few profits, okay, but stay here, loss here. Okay. If you replace stop loss using a lower time frame like 5 minutes or 15 minutes, creates upper shadow, how much you can take profit? 25 pips. It's enough to take profit for scalping. Okay. And this one, previous candlestick lower shadow, outside close, no trade here, no trade here. This one, open price and the low price, same, previous candlestick lower shadow higher, and the close above buy here, and put stop loss here, stay here. Next candlestick harami didn't go outside this candlestick, inside close, so stay here. And this candlestick close above previous candlestick high, and the lower shadow, previous candlestick lower shadow outside, so no trade here. But the next candlestick go outside close and buy here, and then replace stop loss this candlestick low. But already in the profit, we can put stop loss to break even or more using any other candles, open, high, low, close. For example, this candlestick high price, break even or more, so put the stop loss to break even or more candlesticks, open, high, low, close here, okay, and stay here. And if the price go more high and close above, then replace the stop loss as a higher candlestick low and repeat it. Stay here, harami, and close above the previous candlestick high, higher closes, then replace here and close above the previous candlestick high and replace here, and the next candlestick came back and hit the stop loss and take profit. Okay, this one close above next previous candlestick high, higher close, but the lower shadow didn't higher previous candlestick lower shadow, so do not trade here. But this one lower shadow, previous candlestick lower shadow higher, and close above the previous candlestick high, higher, and buy here and put stop loss here, and replace the stop loss as a higher candlestick low here. But already in the profit, you can put stop loss break even or more, this candlestick high. Next, if you put here, replace here, stop loss here, and take profit at this candlestick lower shadow came back to the price action. Okay, this candlestick, previous candlestick high to low inside close, harami do not trade here. This one also same, do not trade here, high to low inside close. And next candlestick high, previous candlestick high, higher closes, and lower shadow, previous candlestick lower shadow higher, and close open here, open trade here, and put stop loss here, and this candlestick close above, and next candlestick lower shadow, no lower shadow, and open price and low, previous candlestick low and higher, and open trade here and put stop loss here. Okay, but already higher. Okay, how many times high reflects the highs? So we have to pay attention. The price came back, and also important things. The most important things is trading session. Okay, this candlestick appears end of American session. Okay, the volume in decrease and up in here, and also Asian time low volatility. So filter the this trading strategy. So I recommend the Europe session and the American session, but do not trade the end of American session. Low volatility. Okay, low volatility. And this one, FOMC happens, interest rates, news releases, so volume higher. Okay, but this sometimes happen. So if you know before news release, you can trade here, but it's a rare case. Okay, almost case end of American session, low volatility. So if the pattern appears end of low volatility, do not trade. Okay, very important things. Okay, and this candlestick, previous candlestick high to low, inside close, no trade. Outside close, but lower shadow, previous candlestick lower shadow, low, so do not buy here. This one same, lower shadow, previous candlestick lower shadow, lower, no trade. Lower shadow, previous candlestick lower shadow, lower, no trade here. Okay, this candlestick a little bit lower shadow, lower, no trade here. This candlestick lower shadow, previous candlestick lower shadow, higher, and close above previous candlestick high, higher here, and buy here. Put stop loss here. Okay, waiting for the outside close here. But this candlestick lower shadow came back and hit stop loss and stop out. If you're watching the lower time frame, 5 minutes order, 1 minute order, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, during the price moves, you can take profit, buy, replace stop loss. Okay, as higher candlestick low in the lower time frame. Okay, put stop loss and replace stop loss using lower time frame. Okay, very important. Okay, and this candlestick lower shadow, previous candlestick lower shadow, lower, so do not trade here. This candlestick lower shadow, previous candlestick lower shadow, higher, and a little bit close above, but almost the same. Clear outside close, we can trade here. You can trade here, but stop loss here and stop out. During creates high shadow, we can take profit. Few take profit. Okay, this candlestick lower shadow, previous candlestick lower shadow, lower, so do not trade here, do not buy here. This candle same, previous candlestick outside close. This one same, previous candlestick outside close. This one close price out, previous candlestick high, higher close, and the lower shadow a little bit higher, buy here. This one completely failed trade. Okay, and the next candlestick go lower, outside close, so do not trade here, do not trade here. Harami, and because volume decrease, okay, do not trade. In the harami outside close, but the lower shadow lowering, so do not trade here, no trade here. Lowering, this candlestick lower shadow, previous candlestick lower shadow, higher, and close above, you can buy here, but the lowering, end of American session, I recommend do not trade. If you buy here and put stop loss here and opens here, and the gap happens and stop out. Okay, fair trade. So fair trade happens in the end of American session on the Asian time because of lower volatility. Okay, we need volatility to trade. Okay, in this video conclusion, if the lower shadow, previous candlestick lower shadow higher, and close above previous candlestick high to low higher, then buy. But avoid lower volume. American session, end of American session or the Asian session, do not trade. Thank you.